Hello everyone, Jessica here welcoming you back for another wonderful workout. Today we will be using some low impact, low intensity exercises to help us strengthen the legs and improve our balance and lower body posture. We have no resistance here today, so no dumbbells, no bands. That's gonna go ahead and relieve a little bit of pressure off of sensitive joints and letting them build some strength and stability without that extra added weight. I do have a chair with me here today because as we work with our standing balance exercises, it's just a safety net in case we need it or would like a little bit of support through some of those movements. So I definitely recommend having your chair handy. Water is always smart to have around, but you go ahead and get set up with whatever you need for today's workout. We're gonna get started right now. Okay, getting started on the right side of our chair here today. And if you end up on the left side to start, that's okay. Just remember to reverse it back around so that you don't end up with one really buff leg and one that needs a little bit of work. So we're gonna keep it even as we switch sides. So just remember to reverse if you're already on the left. To the right side of the chair, starting our warm-up, hands to the back of it anytime you need that for support. Let's bring this right knee up, circle it out, step it back down, shift weight, and then we'll take it through the left. How high you bring it up, completely up to you. Let's go two more here. Just open those hips nice and easy. Take it on down. Let's pedal out the feet as you do. Try to spread open the toes, lifting the heel and the arch of the foot while pressing into the ball of the foot. And remember, keep everything gentle. We want things to open, but we don't want to be really aggressive or forceful with our bodies today. Let's take two more. Not a long workout ahead of us here today. We're going to be challenged, but it's going to go by pretty quick, hopefully. Send it back to the left leg, sweep that right knee out, and then circle it in. Same thing here, alternating side to side. Good, slow and patient here. Let's take four more. And you can start challenging your balance here if you feel ready for that. Set that one on down, little bit of space in between those hips. Let's bump them off to the right, lean the body to the left, and body's gonna go opposite of wherever those hips go. As those hips go back, you lean it forward, swing it on around and through to the center. Take time here, open up those hip flexors. Try not to push that low back forward. Two more circles this direction. Kind of feeling out for any tight, sore spots in the hips. Take note of that here as you go through your last circle. And wherever that tight spot is, I want you to hang out there just for one or two breaths. See if you can kind of push a little bit of opening into that tight muscle back to the center. Let's reverse that circle. Hips go to the left, body to the right, and swing it around, opposite direction. Finding that little tight area here as we go through. Give it a pause. And for me here today, everything seems to be kind of located through this left hip. That happens. Great job here. Bring it back up. Hips side to side. Take those feet into the center, and let's go ahead and get started here. 15 is the magic number here today. It is a recommendation, a get to, not a have to. You can do more or less with the amount of time that it takes me to do 15 reps, so adjust it if needed. Lean back to the heels just a little bit here. Send those hips back a tiny bit, and let's raise those toes. Try not to swing the body forward and back. Try to lift the ball of the feet, 5 more. And 1. Hips go forward right over the knees, chest, same thing, all stacked right above the ankles. Lift up for 15 here. We're not going fast. We're focusing on not letting the ankles buckle out or in through this movement. It's going to happen. You're just teaching the body how to correct. So if you feel them come out, guide them back in. Same thing, if they come in, restack them back out. We're going for 15. That's a lot. Take a break if you need to. Slower, smaller movement anytime you need a modification. And of course, the chair is here. Woo, 5 more, shake them out if you need to. They don't have to be perfect for you to make progress. Last 2 here, especially as those muscles get tired, they're not going to be as efficient with this movement. That strength will come in time though, stay patient. Last 1 there, great job. Okay, with the right leg here, now I don't have a lot of room behind me. I'm gonna turn to the side. If you've got space, you can just stay where you are. We're gonna soft bend in through that left knee. Send that hip back. Right toes go back, and right away, we're gonna pull those core muscles up and in, a little bit of rounding through the back, and then lift here. Trying to use this big glute and hamstring muscle to lift for 15. Using the chair if we need it, but as little as possible. Reset your form anytime you need to. Five more. Last one here, give me a little bit of a hold, squeeze, 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 release, nice and slow. I'm sure that it's no surprise that you felt that left leg working there too. We're gonna go ahead and take this right leg out to the side. So again, hip goes back a little bit on the left, soft bend in that knee. Pull the right foot up, think about the heel coming out. You don't need to lean the body over. Five more. Shake it out anytime you need to. There is no rush here today. One more. We can do this. One more good one. Great job there. Okay, shake out that left leg. Same thing here. If you need some space, turn to the side. If you've got it, stay where you are. We're gonna donkey kick through the right leg. This time I want you to think about pressing through the heel. Soft bend in that left knee. Hip goes back in that left side, so you're working through that glute. Pull the right foot up through the heel. Extend and back in. If you need a modification, take it to a toe tap and back in. That's okay too. Shake it out if you need to. We've got 5 more. I'm gonna need to shake it out, so don't feel like you're gonna miss anything. Here we go. 2 and 1. Beautiful job there. You're really gonna feel that left glute working as it holds you. So that's a nice isometric hold on that side while this right leg is working there. Let's go ahead and set up here for a cross tap to the front and the back. This is a 2-part exercise. So we're gonna go ahead and reduce it down to 14 repetitions, counting each of the movements, or 7 sets, however you prefer to count that. We're gonna go ahead here, lift those right toes, find some good posture through this left side. Don't lock that knee out, soft bend. Lift to the front, 1. Lift without rotating through that left knee to the back, 2. Wash, rinse, repeat. Halfway there. Hold on. To the front one more time, to the back one more time if you are paced with me. More or less, of course, always okay. Shake it out a little bit here, especially on that left leg. It's okay to take a break. We're gonna go ahead and work here, holding the right foot off of the floor with the knee out in front of us. That is gonna place a little bit of work in that hip flexor. As we extend the leg out to the front, you're gonna feel the quad muscle working. Make sure that that knee is nice and happy. And as we tuck the heel up underneath us, you should feel the hamstring engaging. If you need to modify this movement, there are a lot of components to it. Go ahead and find any substitution to the exercise completely, or any modification to the movement that works for you, okay? So don't feel like you have to do this. Here we go. Left leg up, right leg up. So we're gonna go ahead, flex those toes up. Feel that shin muscle working already. Knee right about the hip or lower. Out and under. Again, not for 15, for 14. 2 moving parts here. Quad, hamstring. One more here, one more here, and set it on down. Great job. This is an exercise I ideally like to do down a narrow hallway. But since we're all here together with the chair, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to come behind the seat and try not to leave spacing where you can no longer reach the chair, at least until you find out how this movement goes and feels in your body and how safe and comfortable you are with it. So working here, I've practiced this quite a bit. We're gonna step one heel, connect it to the toe. Try not to look at the feet. Loss of vision has a lot to do with your balance. It's much easier to look at your feet and get that sensory feedback than it is to look away and connect as you walk. Once you reach this left side and you feel the end of the grip to where you can reach the chair, you have options. You can turn it around and go back the other way, or more challenging, you can reverse it. We only have one set of these. This is going to help us transition over to the left side of the chair. The goal here is not to go fast. The goal is to stabilize. You can take a wider stance if you need a little less of a challenge, so that foot can be further out to the front or further out to the side. So widening that stance is definitely going to take some of the work out of this movement. It's not easy. No matter where you are, we're gonna go ahead and bring ourselves back over to the left side of the chair, and we will prepare for our roundup exercises for that left leg. So once you get there, no rush, just take your time and set up. Maybe a quick drink of water, sneak that in. Okay, and then here we go. Finding that alignment, thinking about all of these joints stacked nicely on top of each other. We will go ahead, lean the body back a little bit, bring those balls of the feet and toes up. You're not going to be able to get a big movement here. Try not to rock from the hips. It's coming from the feet and the ankles. Three more here, and if you're able to watch or see, the ball of my foot is really only coming just maybe 3/4 to an inch off of the floor. Like I said, it's not a big movement. One more here. Send those hips forward, restack with that alignment. Feel grounded through these feet, and then lift the heels as much as you feel like you can control. Pause and lower down. 15 to go. Finding stability in the movement. If that stability gets away from you a little bit, it's bound to happen. Just correct. Teach the body how to correct rather than fall or fall out of the movement into some wild fiasco and all bad. We don't want that. Right about the 10 repetition mark is when it really starts to creep in. 5 more if you are with me, more or less depending on what you feel like is best for you. And there we have it. Okay, not a lot of space behind me. Turning to the side, do the same if you need it. Stay where you are if you don't. Soft through the right knee, bend that right hip back. Work is reversed this time. Left leg comes out. We're gonna tuck that tailbone so we're not dropping the belly and working through that low back. Lift this leg here. Focusing on work through the glute and the hamstring. I like to put my hand to my belly because I can feel if it opens and gets away from me. Five more. It is so amazing how different this side feels compared to the other one. It's no wonder that this muscle is always a little tight because this is definitely my stronger side. You may notice those differences as we go here along through too. We just do our best over time to even them out. Great job there with that leg extension. Let's go ahead and take it out to the side. Soft through the knee, soft through the hip. Think about taking the left heel out to the side without counter leaning the body. So keeping it all here, side of the thigh, glute medius. Great for knee strength and support. Arms can go wherever they help you. Three more. I'm always gonna have a little bit of time in here to shake it out if you need to. Could be at a different time than mine. Great job. Bring it on down. Donkey kick, same thing here. Sideways if you need to. Stay where you are if that's better. Soft bend through that right knee, hip goes back. So we're working into this glute. We're here, we're gonna press through that left heel, bring it back in. Again, we're not feeling the belly button or low back, open and drop. And not to give you too much else to think about, but what's happening in the shoulders, what's happening through your face. Are you holding onto a lot of tension and grip? Are you holding the breath? Relax it all. You're still going to be working just the same. Five more. I always know when I hit that 10 rep mark. Last one, give me a little hold. Hold, 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 release. Great job. Okay, last exercise through here, and then we're gonna go ahead and, last two exercises here, and then we're gonna go ahead, stretch and relax. Oh, that's terrible, I'm so sorry. Soft through this right knee, to the left toes, up and forward without twisting the right knee, up and back. If you get that little popping noise through the hip, it's okay. Hopefully there's no pain. If there's pain, you definitely want to do something significantly different. But if you kind of get that popping and there's no pain, just take it a little lower, maybe not as far out. Sometimes those tendons slip over the heads of the bones a little bit and you kind of get that weird popping. So just FYI, it's happening to me. So I thought I would mention it to you. If you think I'm crazy, just ignore me. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Last two here. And back. Great job here. Shake out that right leg. Last exercise this time. Instructors honor, I promise. 15 to go. Same thing here. Hip flexor is going to be working. We're going to be working the quad. We're going to be working the hamstring. If any of those muscles or joints get irritated with this movement, just modify or substitute. So here we go, setting up for it. Bringing this knee up, no higher than the hip, and it can definitely be lower. Flex those toes up. Extend, quad, tuck, hamstring. Four more movements, so 2 more sets. It's getting tough. One more. One more here. Set it on down. Whew. Okay, hard part's over. Wiggle it out if you need to. Let's go ahead just right away. Take some ankle circles here on the right, to the left, to the center. Pedal them out. Stretch the feet. Great job here. Tuck one knee up and in. You can pull from underneath if that's better. Switch it over to the other side. You can switch sides of the chair or just use the opposite hand. As long as that knee is coming center, it's the same. Okay, turn it here. Step 1 foot back. All those toes pointing forward. We're gonna bend forward into this knee, keeping that back leg straight, pressing down into that back heel until you feel a back of the ankle stretch. Send it forward and switch it out. It could be different on this side, so start here easy and work your way into it. If that hip flexor is tight, you might feel that in addition to or in place of the ankle. And it's not right or wrong, you're still working out what's tight. So if it's different, that's okay. Step it on forward, completely optional. You can grab the back of the pant leg, the back of the shoe, the toes, and we're just gonna let that knee drop. We are hopefully not going to like crank this foot as far as we can towards the glute. Okay, if this is a good stretch for you and you're enjoying it, send that one down and then give it a test on the other side. It's optional. You can take a completely different stretch. I'm gonna stretch out those hamstrings. And then that's pretty much going to be a wrap for us. Drop it on down. Walk away from the chair a little bit, fingertips. Hold on to that very end. We take one heel up, we flex those toes up. As you lean the body forward, you're also gonna kind of slide this hip back. And you've got the soft bend in your standing leg, and you just feel that nice opening here. If it's very, very tight, you could have a big bend in the knee and still feel the stretch. That's okay. Step that one down. Switch it out. Whee. Step that one on down, and great job. You made it through this standing leg strength and balance workout. Wonderful work here today. 15 repetitions is a lot, so do not be hard on yourself if you didn't get them all. It just allowed us time to have the option for them if it felt good and our bodies were ready to meet that challenge here today. There was progress made no matter what these exercises or repetition count looked like for you. Great job tackling this workout and working on that strength and fall prevention along with the joint health. Definitely meet me back here for the next amazing exercise so we can keep making progress together. Thank you so much for watching. Proper rest, hydration, and nutrition in between until I see you back here for the next amazing workout. Great job today.